Throughout the series of Skibidi Toilet, Titan Speakerman goes through many struggles and forms, getting stronger and stronger each time in order to fight the enemies and to save his friends. But did he finally got upgraded? Will he be able to cure the Titan TV man and become the strongest character in the entire series? His story is very complicated, so I'm going to break it down into 5 chapters, and let's start with the first chapter, the debut. Let's start with a bit of an introduction to how everything started. Mr. Boom dropped the very first episode of Skibidi Toilet on February 8th, 2023. It literally started as just a random meme, and nobody, like absolutely nobody, thought it would blow up into the masterpiece it is today. But here we are. You see, Skibidi Toilet is not like our usual TV shows and series. It's different, a bit more complex. The thing is, there's genuinely no official main character, hero, or villain. And honestly, that's part of what makes it so fire and unique. But we can all agree on one thing, though. When Titan Cameraman made his debut in episode 18, the whole community went crazy. Everyone instantly felt like he was the guy, the main character we didn't know we needed. And to top it off, he was the very first Titan ever introduced in the series, which makes him an absolute legend in the Skibidi universe. On the other hand, when we saw G-Toilet, we all thought he was going to be the main villain of the show. But here we are. Jimmy is literally on the good side for now. Heck, he might be one of the top fan favorites out there. But today's episode is not about them. It's about the guy who was always done dirty by the plot, who never really got the spotlight. I am talking about Titan Speakerman, who came after those two, and first appeared in episode 26, where he beat the shit out of the balaclava Skibidi Toilet. Here, he had a jetpack for mobility, a plasma cannon for firepower, and his hand-to-hand combat was pretty good as well. We could also see a glowing red energy core, which further confirmed that he was going to be an important character in the series. Personally, I got even more hyped when I saw Titan Speakerman. It gave me a glimpse of the future of the series, and when I realized that there were going to be multiple Titans, it made me feel pretty damn excited. Also, when Titan Cameraman was badly injured from his fight against G-Toilet, I was afraid that the Skibidi Toilets would wreak havoc and nearly finish off the whole alliance. Luckily, Mr. Boom sent Titan Speakerman to save the camera race. The point I am making is that Titan Speakerman is like a friend we don't want, but we absolutely need. He is dumb occasionally, but one thing is for sure, he was and is very loyal to the Alliance. I mean, who doesn't love the Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman duo? Speaking of him, the whole speaker race is built around loyalty and friendship. They never really wanted any fame, power, or credit. They were just happy to be there. As we can all see, their moves are pretty dope. Anyways, back to Titan Speakerman. He made another appearance in episode 28, where he ambushed the scheming Skibidi Toilets and slapped the Mafia Skibidi Toilet. That scene is kinda iconic, because this is where the slapping spree of the Mafia Skibidi began. Everything was going smoothly for the Alliance once again until episode 32, where a major tragedy happened for the speaker race. This moves us to the second chapter of his life, the curse. The harsh truth of the Skibidi-verse is that it's not all rainbows and sunshine. There are people who want you dead 24/7. You gotta be careful and ready for battle, especially if you are the leader of a whole faction. I am talking about episode 32. What happened was that Titan Speakerman made a dramatic entry into the scene and one-shotted the giant camo Skibidi Toilet. Everything was going good so far, but then came the devil. The chief scientist Skibidi Toilet sent not one, but 2 of his deadliest parasites. They attacked the off-guard Titan Speakerman. He managed to remove one of them, but the second one got him. Now, I won't fully blame Titan Speakerman here, because who would have expected that the scientist Skibidi Toilet would send 2 parasites instead of 1? But as I said earlier, you gotta be extra careful when a whole faction depends on you. The main issue is that not only did the Alliance lose a powerhouse, but the enemy gained a soldier as well. This was legit a curse. I will explain what I am talking about. From episode 32, where he got infected, till episode 57, he did a lot of damage to the Alliance. For example, episode 33. Infected Titan Speakerman makes a brief but impactful appearance at the start of the episode. Set against a city consumed by chaos at night, he stands atop a building. He then turns the weapon on 2 approaching speaker helicopters, shooting them both down with ease. This episode basically told us that Titan Speakerman was a serious threat now. We had to do something about him quick. Episode 35. After the Alliance successfully demonstrates their parasite disabler gun on some infected units, things take a sharp turn. Infected Titan Speakerman and G-Toilet locate the hangar where the POV cameraman's group is hiding and tear the roof clean off. The striped tie scientist cameraman attempts to use the disabler gun on the Titan, but it does absolutely nothing. The two then proceed to completely annihilate every enemy in the area. Episode 38. The Alliance makes a calculated move to disinfect Titan Speakerman while he's busy firing at ground enemies from a rooftop. A parasite disabler laser tank rolls in and locks onto him. But before it can fire, G-Toilet appears out of nowhere and throws himself in front of the beam, taking the full hit to protect his infected ally. Jimmy is too damn smart and sharp. The long-awaited clash between infected Titan Speakerman and Cinema Man finally happens, and it's one-sided. Speakerman repeatedly fires his arm plasma cannon, but none of it phases Cinema Man, whose size and durability are on a completely different level. Cinema Man charges at him using his thrusters, sending both crashing to the ground. As Speakerman tries to flee, Cinema Man grabs him and tears off one of his speakers in an attempt to rip out the parasite. Speakerman manages to break free and escapes the area using his jetpack. We all know that he stood no chance against the GOAT, Titan TV Man. Episode 47. After Titan TV Man takes heavy damage from giant Skibidi Toilets and finally gets the upper hand over G-Toilet, the situation flips in an instant. Infected Titan Speakerman reappears, uses his jetpack to get behind Titan TV Man, and drives a large knife straight into his screen. Saving G-Toilet, they almost got my boy TV here. I still miss Cinema Man. Episode 56. Recovering from his injuries in episode 47, Titan Speakerman resurfaces in Dubai, where the Skibidi Toilets have been upgrading him. Once the process is complete, he tears through Alliance units with his enhanced abilities. The episode ends on a dark note as he intercepts a group of fleeing cameramen and kills them, marking one of his most devastating moments while under infection. The funny thing is that his best upgrades are from the Skibidi Toilets. It's sad how dirty the plot did him. Episode 57. With Titan Speakerman still on a rampage against Alliance forces, Titan Cameraman steps in and engages him directly, trying to remove the parasite by wrestling him to the ground. The fight is interrupted when G-Toilet arrives and attacks Titan Cameraman, giving Speakerman a window to recharge and rejoin the fight. The tide shifts back and forth until TV Woman delivers the decisive move, killing the parasite on Speakerman's neck and finally disinfecting him. Freed from the parasite's control, Speakerman's core glows red once more. He looks out over the destruction he caused during his infection and quietly leaves, clearly carrying the weight of everything he did. Physical pain is one thing, but mental pain is a different curse entirely. But remember, guys, when there is darkness, there is light. Now it's time for his revenge, which moves us to the third chapter of his life, the redemption arc. After getting cured, Titan Speakerman locked in. He mustered all that rage and anger and used it against his enemies. If it were me instead of Titan Speakerman, I would have been just as furious. His redemption arc is crazy. This was the scariest version of Titan Speakerman. What? You guys don't believe me? It's better if I just show you instead of yapping. Episode 58. Freshly disinfected and filled with rage, Titan Speakerman takes center stage and unleashes hell on every toilet on the battlefield. He tears through them with his upgraded arm plasma cannon, making it clear just how much pent-up anger he had from being infected for so long. After the massacre, he takes off with his jetpack, heading out to hunt down G-Toilet. Bro wanted all the smoke. Episode 59. Titan Speakerman continues his revenge tour, cutting through every toilet in his path. This time, he's joined by Titan Cameraman, and the two work in sync to clear the battlefield completely. With the threat handled, the Speakerman, who had been in hiding ever since their Titan got infected, finally returned to the battlefield. The episode ends on a strong note as Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman shake hands, signaling that the Alliance is fully united again and that both Titans have each other's backs going forward. This was one of my favorite moments in the entire series. Episode 64, Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman push through the battlefield with one goal in mind, finding G-Toilet. They clear out every toilet, blocking their path without breaking a sweat. At one point, Titan Cameraman starts getting distracted after dealing with the bomb overload Skibidi Toilet, and Titan Speakerman has to gesture at him to stay focused and keep moving. Bro is telling Titan Cameraman to lock in as well. Episode 65. The moment finally arrives as Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman confront G-Toilet directly. After G-Toilet is betrayed by the chief scientist Skibidi Toilet mech, a fierce battle breaks out, and the two Titans come out on top, blinding G-Toilet, destroying his headphones, and incinerating him using Titan Cameraman's energy core. But the victory is short-lived. It turns out the G-Toilet they destroyed was a decoy, and the whole thing was a trap. Kamikaze toilets rain down from the sky, triggering a massive explosion. Titan Speakerman's agility saves him from the worst of it, though he loses one of his arm plasma cannons. Titan Cameraman isn't as lucky. He takes the brunt of the blast and loses nearly all of his upgrades and weapons. I have to give this one to the Skibidi Toilets. They got all of us with this trap, bro. Episode 67. Still battered from the ambush in episode 65, Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman push forward to clear out the Alpha Hills labs, taking down several powerful guarding toilets along the way. Just as they finish, the chief scientist Skibidi Toilet mech teleports in and challenges them with a sinister laugh. What follows is a brutal and one-sided fight. Both Titans are badly injured going in, And the chief scientist's arsenal of explosive weapons makes it even worse. Titan Speakerman manages to destroy one of the mech's head-mounted weapons and an acid cannon, but eventually gets knocked out by a missile. Things get even darker when the chief scientist hypnotizes Titan Cameraman into attacking Titan Speakerman, forcing the two allies to fight each other while G-Toilet watches and laughs. Just when both Titans are completely overwhelmed and knocked out, Titan TV Man teleports onto the battlefield. G-Toilet immediately flees, and the chief scientist, already heavily wounded, is left to face him alone, giving both Titans a chance to survive. Big Bro Titan TV Man cooked the scientist. That was so satisfying, man. Episode 70, Titan Speakerman heads into the Alpha Hills Complex Dam alongside his fellow Titans, tearing through the giant armed toilets guarding it. Midway through, upgraded Titan TV Man recharges Titan Speakerman's reactor core, and he goes absolutely berserk, blitzing through every toilet in sight at insane speed before burning out and retreating to the mountains to recover. Titan TV Man gives him an approving nod. Later in the episode, Titan Speakerman plays a key role in cornering the chief scientist Skibidi Toilet 3.0, who was trying to slip away through a rooftop exit. The three Titans surround him and take turns, landing brutal hits, passing him between them. Titan Speakerman delivers the final blow, repeatedly slamming the chief scientist into the ceiling with pure fury, a very personal act of revenge against the one who infected him in the first place. He lets the body drop, and it's clear there's nothing left of him. Bro was after him from episode 32 till episode 70, and finally got his revenge. But this was it for his main character arc. He started to lose his aura once again, which moves us to the fourth chapter of his life, the weakest Titan. There are a total of 3 Alliance Titans right now. Other than these, there is Jimmy, who is the leader of the Skibidi race. Let's count Juggernaut as well. He is well suited to be a Titan of the Astro race. There is Duchess Astro as well, with her 2 different forms. The point I am trying to make here is that out of all of these people, Titan Speakerman is the weakest one. I think he might be able to win against Duchess Astro Toilet, but the thing is, we have already seen Titan Speakerman go all out. On the other hand, we haven't seen the full potential of Titan Duchess. What we did see is that she is some kind of royalty above the ranking system of the Astro Toilets. When she locks in, she is a different kind of animal entirely. After her, I think it's either Juggernaut Astro Toilet or Titan Cameraman. These guys aren't weak, don't get me wrong, but the top contenders are just too damn strong. We have seen the fight between Juggernaut Astro Toilet and Titan TV Man. I think it is safe to assume that Titan Speakerman, in his current state, has no chance against Juggy. He has great offense and defense. His battle IQ and experience are also above Titan Speakerman's. In third place, it's Titan Cameraman, the GOAT himself. To be honest, he already won against Titan Speakerman in episode 57. But some people might say that Titan Speakerman wasn't in his right mind. Well, do you really believe that Titan Speakerman has a chance against Prime Titan Cameraman? I don't think so. He had everything. He was probably the most balanced character. After him, it's Titan TV Man, the strongest Alliance Titan. The only thing Titan Speakerman does better than Titan TV Man is speed and agility. That's it. Basically, he can run from Titan TV Man, which he already did, by the way. But once he is caught, he is basically cooked. Again, I am not saying that Titan Speakerman is weak. He is really strong. But when we start comparing him to these monsters, the competition becomes a bit unfair. Titan TV Man also has multiple screen attacks, insane durability, and raw strength. On top of that, he also has teleportation. We can't forget about his energy blade, and he probably also has the best core out of every Titan. In the last spot, there is G-Toilet, the one who has everything. Some can argue that Titan TV Man is stronger than Jimmy, but me personally, I think Jimmy just has better feats and battle IQ. His new form is a complete mystery. No one really knows how powerful he is right now. He was also talking about his secret weapon. He also has the best durability in the entire show. He has insane hand-to-hand combat now too. He can turn invisible as well. I can go on forever about his abilities. Only a fool would believe that Titan Speakerman can win against him in a fair one-on-one. But wait, this comparison I did was of Titan Speakerman 2.0. His 3.0 form might be a totally different concept entirely, which moves us to the 5th and final chapter of his life, the last hope. It's so funny and iconic that I was just dissing him against every other Titan, declaring him the weakest out of them all. But the truth is, he is our only hope. Titan Cameraman is missing or assumed dead by some, though I still believe he is alive and hiding somewhere. Titan TV Man just got infected by the evil Astro Toilets. He is now known as the Watchman of Doom, and in the recent episodes, we all saw his power. He single-handedly destroyed the entire Alliance base. Heck, he might be even stronger than the OG Titan TV Man, because the original Titan TV man still had feelings. This one is just a cold-hearted destroyer. Also, Titan TV Man got infected through his core. We don't even know if that is curable or not. We don't know for sure how to cure it. Either the user dies with it or loses his core. I think we will have to replace his core. This might be the only solution. So the question is, how the heck is Titan Speakerman going to cure him? Well, that's where his upgrades come in. We already saw the power of the speaker race. Their upgrades look fire. They don't even look like the same people anymore. Honestly, it feels like they are a completely different species now. And it is safe to say that they are the strongest race among the Alliance right now. Another thing to note is the Executioner Speaker. His powers are really good and unique. We can use him as a reference point to calculate and estimate the power of Titan Speakerman 3.0. I think he is going to have some cool-looking blades. Dual blades, probably. His speed is going to get a big buff. Why? Because agility is Titan Speakerman's thing. It only makes sense that he gets faster. I think he might become the Flash of the Skibidi series. It would be dope. Other than that, his speakers are going to be a lot more powerful and useful. We can judge this by the Executioner's and the Strider's speakers. Both of them are insanely strong and versatile. Last but not least, his core is going to get a pretty good buff as well, along with improved hand-to-hand combat. But these are all just speculations and predictions of mine. The harsh truth is, whether he is still weak or the strongest one in the verse, we will have to rely on him no matter what. Only he has the ability to save the Alliance right now. If you ask me, I think he will manage to repay his debt by saving both Titan Cameraman and Titan TV Man. Titan TV Man cured him in episode 73, and Titan Cameraman cured him in episode 57. This would make sense, and honestly, it would add great depth and dynamic to his story. Can't wait to see him in action. Okay, guys, that was it for today's episode. If you want more of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.